we're being attacked, I made a list of just some of the things that I do that people don't even know about. I go around my community with HOA presidents. We walk condos, we walk the community sometime in the very hot sun, and we check on elderly residents who are vulnerable, who are bedridden, who have no family members, and we make sure that they are okay. I do that on my personal time. One day when I was supposed to be walking with an HOA, I had another meeting, HOA president. And that same day, the HOA president found one of our elderly residents dead. The resident had no family at all. And some of these residents are in our community. That is not a part of my job, but I do it. I go around the community and I shop for elderly residents, bring them groceries from the supermarket. Some of them are not able to afford it. And so from my salary, I pay for their groceries. The vice mayor can attest that he also shops for residents. I pay water bills for residents out of my salary. Nobody had to know that, but I do. I have such a disdain for the red light camera program that anytime a resident would call me and ask me why they would get a ticket, I would pay the ticket for them out of my salary. No questions asked. When a resident asked me for help to pay for citizenship for their young ones, I pay for it all the time. Residents in Central Park tells me that the backyard of their houses are being flooded. I go to Home Depot or I give them the money to buy supplies so that the backyards aren't flooded or eroded. I deliver food to residents from food banks, drive around the community day after day. This is not a monthly initiative. And Patricia Parkin from Lakes of Carriage Hills can tell you how hard we work delivering food to residents who have nothing. I drive around checking on businesses. And there are Canadian residents in my community who are terrified that their house will get broken into while they are away. And they ask me to check on their houses, and I do it for free. We do an unscripted show. We talk to residents in the community and business owners. That is on the city's Facebook page. All of December last year, we went around delivering food baskets and gift cards to people who could not afford it. When there is hurricane season, I go to every single door in my community, every single door, and deliver hurricane literature to every single resident. It takes me weeks to do it. We walk the community. I walk the community to deliver flyers, to promote city events and meetings. Mr. Cernich, do you remember Light Up the East and how I had to walk around the community to invite residents just so that the event would prosper? These are not things that is a part of my role as a commissioner, but I do it so that the city can prosper. Hurricane shutters. When there's hurricane season, I drive around putting up hurricane shutters. When Vice Mayor was not a commissioner yet, He drove around too and helped me with this project. House after house after house. I sponsor HOA events without asking for reimbursement in some cases. And the banners that people see around town telling people to wear masks and social distance, I pay for those with my money. I've never asked the city to reimburse me for those. Never. And when the coronavirus hit, I paid for sanitizers and masks out of my own money. And when I ran dry, I asked residents to help me to pay for it. And when that money ran dry, I took money from my campaign to pay for masks and sanitizers. So when we're talking about commission salaries and car allowances and that sort of stuff, if people don't think that I earn that, then at least look at the fact that I use a large portion of that money to help our residents. I was the only one on this commission, the only one to ask my colleagues to rescind the car allowance. The only one. Do not forget that, Mayor Gomez. When you ask where we're going, do not forget that I am the one that has been beating the drum to get rid of that benefit, and nobody helped me to get rid of it. So as our mayor, you're going to attack us, asking where we're going? Come on, Mayor. We have to show the residents that we are unified. In closing, I'll say this. We get $700 per month for car allowance. I hope that I've made, I've shown how I'm using that money. And really and truly, it's not enough. So this $300 a week to travel around town to continue to do what I am doing and the expenses that comes with it, to me would be justified. I've not taken the money, but it would be justified based on the projects that I'm doing in my district. We get $700 per month for car allowance. We get $50 for a cell phone allowance, and we get health insurance, right? And so people make a big deal about that. Let me finish here. Our city manager that works here in the city of Tamarac, 64,000 residents, gets more money per year than the President of the United States. I'll say that again. Our city manager, his fiscal impact to this city, when compared to the salary of the President of the United States, he gets more money. So let's talk about a slush fund. His base salary is $272,142.
Commissioner?
I'm done. I'm finishing.
Thank you.
This is my last point, and I did say it's my last point. $272,142 per year. Mayor, you make $60,000. And as a policymaker of this city that is giving direction to the city manager, should you be making more? He gets $5,621 in employee paid health insurance. He gets another $17,236.50 in a city paid health insurance. And then $776 in dental insurance. And the city also matches that. He gets long-term, city paid long-term disability benefits that we don't get, $270.96. He gets a pension. He gets a pension, a contribution, $29,637.87. A city paid pension contribution, you know how much he gets? $94,989.37. He gets city paid life insurance, $3,269. City paid basic life insurance, $124. And you want to know about a slush fund? Let me tell you about a slush fund, Mayor. He gets $34,890 per year in vacation time. Guess what? If he doesn't take his vacation, he buys it back, and he gets almost $35,000 per year for it. He gets a deferred compensation contribution for $26,000.
Point of order, Mayor.
I'm almost done.
We
have
the last blocks. Question to city attorney.
The last 4 blocks. He gets a vehicle allowance for $9,600.
Point of order, Mayor, to address the manager.
He gets a cell phone allowance.
Mayor, point of order to address the city manager and the city attorney.
Point of order on the floor. The point of order on the floor. Vice Mayor.